Good morning, everyone. This is Lisa from Happytohook Creations. Today is Sunday, the 28th of August, 2020. Oh my goodness. Today I am drinking coffee breakfast blend, or donut shop. That's what this one is. This is donut shop with pumpkin spice cream. I almost thought it was too early. It's never too early, right? For the pumpkin spice. So it's not too bad. I buy it every year, but it's, I am a caramel kind of person. So I love caramel flavored anything. So that's why I try to kind of buy something a little different. And so right now I've got the peppermint mocha, the pumpkin spice, hazelnut, and my caramel macchiato. So I thought, I'll change things up a bit and have pumpkin spice today. I hope you guys are having a good morning so far. We are kind of hanging out after eating breakfast. Church doesn't start for another hour, so we're this is our get prepared, make sure you don't miss anything and you have everything you need before you go to church kind of moment. You're gonna hear voices. Abby had one of her friends spend the night, so they're up and at it. Talk. Teenagers can talk, that's all I'm saying. Hi to all my subscribers. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you coming over to this channel and liking and subscribing and sharing. That means a lot, and it really does help me. So thank you for that. I've had several of you that have been going over to my shop, my Etsy shop, and favoriting some items and the shop. That helps as well. So thank you for that. I have also started my second bout of, round. Round is what was in my head. Bout came out. Y'all know how that works. I don't know. Sometimes. So, I do have a few more mystery boxes up on my shop. And as usual, or as always, yeah, it's down in the description box below. Let me get a couple of more sips of this coffee, y'all. Just give me a minute. It's not bad. Anyway. Since it is Sunday morning, and while everything was still fresh in my head, oh my goodness, you know what? I did this, and I was washing my hands this morning, so you guys know what I'm doing. They're in my pocket. Anyway, there we go. See how much better I feel? All right, let me get this other one on here. All right, now we're good. So, yesterday and Friday, I had a craft show, and it's the one that I do every year in August for the last, when I checked, I believe this is year 7, because my grandson turned 12 yesterday. Cameron is 12, you guys. So he turned 12 yesterday, and he was, I think he was like 5 when he started going to craft shows with me. He didn't go all the time, but they just wanted to, get the experience, know what it was about, see all the stuff that everyone had. And he's such a well-behaved little boy. So I would always take him and Jordan, and they would kind of hang out with me and Abby. So, yep, did the birthday party, got him what he wanted. Oh my goodness, it was so awesome. We had a little pool party for him. So, with this particular craft show, Friday is like you set up, and from 7 to 9, it's kind of like a meet and greet and an opportunity to shop for the people who can't come in on Saturday. I used to never do it because, with working, getting off, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go and sit there till 9 o'clock at night, and it's just too much work. I'll just do it in the morning. I have found that setting up early is a good thing. I get that it's just crochet items and it's quicker for me to set up than some of the vendors. It's still so much easier to not have to worry about getting up the next day for the full day of the craft show and have to go, oh, I got to leave like an hour early because I have to set up. So we did that our Friday night. Abby and Jack also went. He helped unload everything. 3 of my displays were broken. Didn't have time to go and buy any more, so I'll be doing that this week. I needed to change them out anyway. But it was really good. So the cost of the show was made Friday night. And plus extra. So everything on Saturday was nothing but profit for me. And it was a really good day. We didn't have as much traffic as last year's. But I did maybe, I think $20, $15 or $20 more. I can't remember if I bought. I always deduct if I spend any money. I think it was 20. It was about $20 more than I did last year. So there was more traffic last year, right? But, and less traffic this year, and I made more money this year. So sometimes that's how craft shows work. Sometimes you don't get a lot of people in, but they're spending more money or they're buying more at your booth. So the big sellers for me, Ring Around the Rosy vests and the Lovies. Those were a big hit. Friday night, I sold like 4 Lovies right away. I sold one Ring Around the Rosy vest. And then Saturday, I sold more vests. I sold some of the Hectanuga one, the Bohemian crochet vest from her. I sold 2 adult, and I sold 1 shawl. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Here. It was blue. It was a shawl in a ball, the blue one. I have no idea what the colorway was, but it was the really pretty blue with, it had a lighter blue and a dark blue, and it might have even had gray in there. So I did sell 1 shawl, but the vests were a big hit. And so the very first one to sell, yesterday anyway, not Friday, but the first vest to sell yesterday was the one I just showed you, the dark pink one. And I had to use a different kind of yarn for the edging. The yarn like this one, I used that for the edging, and it was like a hot pink. So a vendor bought it, and I didn't have time to go and take a picture, but she dressed it on a bunny. She had like these stuffed bunnies that she does. And she sold that. So I wish and at the time Jack wasn't with me and neither was Abby. So I was by myself and it was busy. So I didn't want to leave and have somebody else man my booth while I go to take a picture. But I really wish I would have, because I bet it would have been adorable. And she wasn't too far down from me. But anyway, the Ring Around the Rosy vests, they were a hit, y'all. They were a hit at this show. And I did take an order. I don't normally do that, but I told her that I was coming back to the same location in November. So she ordered for herself and her daughter a mommy and me vest. So now I have to make one in an adult size, the Ring Around the Rosy. So yeah, I'll just work on it a little bit at a time, or when I have a day to just, do that. I'm thinking about taking some vacation time just to get caught up on things. Cause I know I said I wanted to take my time in my room, but it's starting to get to me that it's not done yet. So yeah, there's that. So aside from the Ring Around the Rosy vests and the Lovies and the shawl, I just sold the bath poofs. I sold some of those. Lots of dishcloths. That's always a given. And I had over 30 this time. I don't know how many I had left, but excuse me. So by the time the 2 days were over, the 2 hours on Friday and the 6 hours on Saturday, I came back with two empty racks. And everything was full, and then I have everything in my 3-foot Rubbermaid container with the wheels and the handle. So that's always nice when you can come back. Gosh, excuse me. Let me take another sip of this. So it's always nice when you can go to a craft show and then come back and have empty racks, from, you know, I mean, everything just fits in there a lot nicer. So I had a little shoe rack that I bought, and it's had project bags on there with whips in there, and some that are some folded ones. And I decided I want to take that again and use it. So that's what you saw in the picture if you follow me on Facebook, because I took a picture. And so I had, what is it? A little, oh my goodness. Just like a little dorm container full of loveys. And then I had my container full of loveys. So I put, I think 4 across each section, and there was 3 rows. And then I don't know if I can't remember in the picture. It was either in front, I think it was right in front of the table, but I moved it up to the line. So I had a 10 by 10 space, and I didn't want it sitting up on the table. And this is the first time in a while that my loveys haven't been directly onto the table. So I wanted them separate because I had, you know, hats and stuff. So what I did was I put it on that rack, and then I moved it up, right up to the line, because they tape it off, as you know. That seemed to do really well. And then I just took some of the extra ones after that picture, and I put, like, I think I put Blue's Clues on one end and Magenta on the other. And that drew in a lot of the kids. That was a great thing to do. And I also have shower curtain hooks. I put shower curtain hooks on, one on either side, and I put a ring around the rosy vest on either one. So it worked really well. Man, yesterday went by really fast. Sometimes it not that it goes slow, but you have enough time, you know, to just kind of hang out and talk with people, which I do anyway. I love hearing people talk about crocheting and knitting, and when, you know, they learned how to crochet or when they learned how to knit, and that they still have blankets. I know I say this a lot, but it's so nice to hear people remembering or saying that I still have the blanket that my grandma made me. Or, you know, my aunt used to do this, and I've got a blanket that she made all my kids. And it's kind of cool. And another thing that I hear a lot of is that crocheting is a lost art. And that saddens me, but I'm going to keep doing it, and, you know, forever and ever, because I love it. And it may seem like a lost art to some people because a lot of people don't do it, but there's so much of us that do. So if you know, now's the time. Why not? If you don't know how to crochet, or if you want to teach your grandchild and they're willing to learn, niece, nephew, why not? Teach them. They'll love it. Anyway, we had a good crowd. It was 86 degrees yesterday. And with the heat index, I believe they said it was like 91. It was pretty warm out and humid and yucky. And it started in the morning. When we got to the center, it was already 81 degrees, I believe. So I knew it was going to be a warm day. So I only had 2 rows of, nope, 3. I had 1 row of divine hats. I had a row of, what were those hats? I had divine hats. Oh yeah, I had the pom-pom hats mixed in with, because they also have pom-poms, the TikTok beanies as well. I had those in the rack on the table. And then I had cowl and hat sets. So I had a variety if somebody wanted to buy a hat, and I only sold a few, but they were there in case somebody wanted to buy one, and, you know, when they knew they couldn't make it in November, because my next craft show will be in Williamsville, which is about an hour away from here. So, you know, not everybody's willing to drive that way or live in that area that know my product. So, you know, there's that. So it was a good day. And then a birthday party afterwards, right? I was exhausted after yesterday. It was tiring, but I love doing it. So, yep, next craft show will be out of town. It's an outside event, And I'll tell you what, I barely got everything in my car. But I did have enough room for in the back. It'll have to go in the back seat, but I'll have enough room for the tent. If I did a lot of outside shows in that area, I probably would leave my tent with my daughter because she lives in the Springfield area, but I don't do a lot of outside events. So, you know, the tent's there when I need it, or if anybody wanted to borrow it that's, you know, having barbecuing or something and need the shade. So I like having it for that very reason, but I only have 2 outside events. Do I have 2? Yep. I have an outside event in October and then the one that's coming up in 2 weeks. Yep, 2 weekends. So, oh, and I did sell some spa sets. Let me show you. Let me put my coffee down. So if you guys, I think the last craft show video I did, I showed you guys that I put some face scrubbies together with a 6x6 washcloth. So I sold a few of those as well. And yeah, so you just open it up and you've got just a simple little washcloth. And then I always put the little round ones in there to kind of match what's in there. And that's it. And these, I found these on Amazon, and they are 3.5 inch or 3 inch. Maybe they're 3. I think they're just 3 inch circular jars. These jars are, I think they said they were waterproof. I didn't care that they were waterproof or anything, but you can use this for so much stuff. When they had it, when I was looking it up, and if I can find the link, I'll put it in the description box below in case you guys are interested. But I did it because I wanted to make sure that my face scrubbies would fit. So I wanted to put the scrubbies in here first and then these. But I've also had, what was it? Just the face scrubbies in here, no washcloth. And so those first set during, was it Mother's Day? I think it was Mother's Day last year. And we put a little bow on the top. And then I also, so you can also put candy in here, beads, just, you know, little things, and not have to worry about them going anywhere because you got a lid. So multi-purpose item, I guess. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know that it was a successful craft show. And yeah, so now I'm going to try to make up some more Ring Around the Rosy vest since I have more of that yarn. That man, I'm telling you, that yarn had a lot to do with it. But I want to make one, I'm thinking, because this is Jack, he was like, so when you run out of that yarn, what are you going to do? Because he knows it's been discontinued. So I told him I've got sweet roll. I think sweet roll yarn would be really pretty on a vest. So let's, we're going to test out that theory. Excuse me, because I have several sweet rolls. From when they first, you remember when sweet rolls first came out, you guys? Oh my goodness, I was all over those sweet rolls. So my old shelves that were here, I had yarn behind that. And I had at the bottom row, the one that was in the corner here on this side, this is the one I had most of my Bernat Pop, my Karen cakes, my skinny cakes, and a lot of sweet rolls on that bottom rack. And I have some really cute ones too. And I was looking through them because someone had asked if they could, I think it was the lemon blueberry or lemon something, the colorway. And I knew I had some sweet rolls. I just didn't realize I had that many. So I had one, but it was just yellow and white, lemon lime or something, yellow, white, and green. So it wasn't the right colorway, but that's what I thought when I saw it is, you know, maybe I'll use some sweet rolls and this time around and make some more vests. But again, if you have this in your stash, this is the Ice Cream Cotton Blend Discontinued Yarn by Lion Brand. If you have some, one skein with an eye hook will make a Ring Around the Rosy vest. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. I hope this helps. And just remember, I wish I had it with me, so even though I had electricity, I try to always get electricity. If I'm outside, sometimes I can't always. So I have a little solar powered charger. It has 4 little ports for USB, and then it's powered by the light, so in the sunlight when you're outside especially. So I always try to keep one of those on hand, just in case. I had my snacks, I had grapes and stuff. They have really good food there, but again, I can't always eat what they have, and it's not that I don't like it. It smells wonderful. They had like pulled pork, but I try not to eat a lot of bread, and I just didn't want to have a glob of pulled pork and sometimes food can be a little pricey in my opinion. Although I try my best to support the small businesses, but sometimes I just take my own food and snack. And that's what I did yesterday. I had my coffee, had my little thermos. I was good. So just remember, when you're going to a show, make sure that you take care of yourself. Have your lotion, your sanitizer, your mirror, excuse me, plenty of change. Someone gave me $100 bill, but I had change, but sometimes you don't. So, I usually take change for like $20 and a couple of 5s and some 1s. So I've upped that amount to $50 just for that reason, because some people, and I just looked at her. I looked at her and I said, well, I also take cards if you don't want to break that 100. She says, no, I need to spend it. No, I need to spend it. So I'm like, all right, I'll take it from you then. And I always say, well, I've got this, this, and this. Only, I had the 6x6 washcloths. I had 8x8 and 9x9. I don't make a lot of 9x9. I have little hands, you guys. So I just try to make them to fit mine. And then maybe a little bit bigger for someone who might want one, but 9x9 is way too big for me. So I just keep mine at 6, 7, or 8. Those are my sizes for my dishcloths. But anyway, it was a good show. And just remember, like I said, to take care of yourself. I also make sure I have water available just in case. I don't drink tap water. I have an issue with tap water. It's not what you think. Tap water tastes like metal to me. It's the weirdest thing. But I had a good time. I always have a good time. I enjoy meeting fellow vendors. And my sister-in-law, I think I mentioned her to you guys. They were right next to me. We're usually together when we do shows, and I get to see my family. So what's not to like, right? Anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm going to get off here, finish up this cup, and then make me one for church. So in my travel cup. If you guys have any other questions, anything that I might not have covered, feel free to send me a message at happytohook@gmail.com. And have a good weekend, the rest of your weekend. This is the last day. Work tomorrow. Let me see. Oh, and I've got one more video coming out. And it is a review video. So be looking for that tomorrow. I will see you when I see you. Thanks for watching. Happy hooking. Bye-bye.